Tubwate modern lab ijwebwate chimashini kiekerero asukurwa machibwago abwabwo fully equipped pharmacy asabwata malyogo onsibi barwire mbali kogenda kurya malyogo isiko ali bakurikirwa n'umunyagitari major na minor theater asabarwire bagokorerwa operations uburwari bwa maiso asababwata chimashini cyo gupima eliko kuwenya gusigo kwa ebirore korosigwa amaino gusibigwa amaino chinchera chia new technology newborn machine asabana bali abatarayikirana chingaki bakwiburwa bakorererwa 24-hour ambulance services chigokoro bosombi bw'abarwaire chinse 200 na nyekera lituko uburendi bw'abarwaire ase chinchera chitakeire nigo gutumye insurance ya sha ijo kweli kekigima na inde kwarorerwa kekima Ronya Hospital Keumbu nigegotoke bara ya kisi keroka chimita chimisa no kurwa Keumbu Market na buku banyorase namba yesimi 0768 350999 Ronya Hospital Keumbu, modern medicine we care.
Karibu Harken Academy Kisii, shule ya kisasa ya bweni na kutwa kwa wavulana na wasichana inayopeana masomo ya CBC kuanzia preschool, primary na junior secondary. Iko na mazingira matulivu, walimu waliohitimu na wa kutosha, maktaba ya kisasa, mahabara ya kompyuta na sayansi, madarasa na mabweni ya kisasa, mahali pa wanafunzi kujifurahisha na pia wanakuza talanta na kutia fora katika michezo mbalimbali. Vile vile wana usafiri wa kutosha. Kupata nafasi ya mwanao, watembelee Riatwenya, kilomita 2 kutoka mji wa Kisii, barabara ya Kisii Marani, au piga simu nambari 0755331318. Harken Academy, the future is here.
Ne nobwate ebyasara gusemega uraganie tukubikirira itangazo ebene sukuru eduka inyagitari inyangi gose amatanga vono nabugutwakira esimi ase namba inoti sana ibere isato isano isato 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 inoti enoti kumanya mange monona buigona bogo tutarira asensemo ya Nyamataro Entire House mwensi twabariganirie
ngikiagera tukajeji from kwamboka
to ropa
amarieta yonsi pitokoro ko igotorokire twerogeti erieto bwata boniga erieta ndo wejenjetia
pata maman.
That's not what does that mean?
Emodongo moira mwanya vigara tiganywe abana baitaba ke mwanyura marwa nonja naye bunurango sibukali botuko
Iyo abantu bakoragera inege timukale mwira no mwanya nyama mutigire suriye ngima abantu muri sentati okuri nyame jagiye ngima abandi bayira yeme
baba utachayiga ryaye
Yes.
gakuyera bukima isai yori nekiriro bakuburi
Asante.
gakuyereke munu yori ne kuomwe bakwamu baba no muya
Mbono ngota mbono, ikundo baba mbono, sagara yakera mambono, nyanga uyege tonto mbono, mbono.
Etaya TV Oborabu Wagusi.
mwanchi umurigiria bweta ya TV chabuto chideke mirongo ibiri na isatu igoro chinsa ibiri chabono mambia chinsa to chukwanira igoro ya rengete katiba ase ense ya Kenya inyora lero litukoli katiba day emyaka 15 goro katiba enya yo mwaka chiri ibiri na 10 chaka gutumika ase ense ya Kenya tuchikuligereria igoro ya katiba yo mwaka bwechiri ibiri na 10 ya ikiranirie ose ya ikiranetie asense ya Kenya gosegendrete goikirania abago tuchikuligereria alia etara ikirania boikiranu yani the hits and the misses, the gains and the losses ase katiba yo mwaka chibibire na 10 miaka 15 ya etire ine miaka etari meke kigima igasenge nchejo twa mwariganetie mwakili oito aiga aseta ya TV asomoro rubata breakfast show tuchukwana nere ase oboime no bwagare igoro yalia arengete katiba tuchikumanyanga ine katiba kero ya chetekerenga kyaye nkiriki kyarenge ekirenge ekyo kigendete goikiraniwa na ende ntoikiranie fully katiba inkiagote basense ya Kenya mwakili itachetekare sana tunashukuru kwa hiyo akoro kwa Justus Maeche mumumanyete ngorasanga tolenere asemambia bona bawakili baito asorongorwa gusi abaya bagendete gotosemya mangi igoro yalia ale aselichiko asenchirengia tigato mwerene asemambia bona na enko sababu na intukorobona iga mpaka omoelio egera tumanyanga nara ria yale aseli tukolia lero muraibense na ate batengana bato wena tusomya abantu litukeliga it was to be a working day, it is a working day agenda danga abantu basemiwe baigumanyiboke igoro ye katiba ngana ki egenda tukolia asense ya Kenya karibu sana tuchukuliria manga sobwa kale naende ninchiko tai wakili bwana kitu aliko na kuetana na mzee wa kazi Brighton Makoli egara twaliko na korago soli mdogo kulendere na tokonya kurwa on the legal aspect tuchikumanyanga naralia yetu twale kwagiubu na bakenya twale kwagiubu na baliki lakini wakili nachiko tokonya sobwa karibu sana na Eta TV barabagusi Facebook page na otole live Eta TV na sensema ya YouTube na otole kabisa asenjira ya bena simambi ya bona wakili good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you, my learned friend?
I'm good, my learned friend.
It's been a minute.
Yes. Welcome so much.
Asante.
Eta TV.
Yes.
Tuatiganete matuka elishima.
Matuka rachire.
Atambeire. And I was wondering, where did you go?
I've been around.
You've been around?
And present. Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm well. Yourself?
How are you discharging your mandate as State Secretary General?
I think I'm trying my best.
You are trying your best.
And it is for the people to judge and say whether I am doing well.
All right.
I think from my perspective,
all right. Karibu sana, and you are looking amazing.
Thank you.
You added some weight.
Really?
But welcome so much.
Thank you so much.
Bona chinga kichide cha ukwani mwanchumuligereria ora mo kwani amotai you are back.
Abantu baminto bagusi asemwaika chinse inye kiagusi jonsi inko bakwania bwakire masoge banene kolengerenga mwabo kire buya komurasiga sino chiakera lituko twabagana iria maya komototagerete tuwasabira batagerere bwino.
All right. Karibu sana wakili Justus Maeche and the Secretary General. Gochaka lero ne miaka 15 exactly today.
Yes.
A day like or a date like what happened in August 27th 2010.
Yes.
15 years old.
Yes.
As a Katiba.
Yes.
Are we proud of this constitution? Are we proud of it?
We maybe the question we could be asking is that are we proud of those people by the responsibility you implement a constitution? But I'll tell you a katiba ya Kenya yetu 2010 it is the most progressive constitution in Africa. In Africa.
The most progressive.
The most progressive constitution in Africa. Actually, it is first after South Africa goja kogormagaga. But it is the most progressive constitution in Kenya. Naende neli chikoligia. And some people say that we were ahead of time. Yani watu wachiete motwe ye chingaki. But all in all of Kenya, we are always ahead. Uwisa kogena na wane sayonsi iko tole kerasa na wanyana America tuwagambire.
If it is the most progressive, and if you are ahead, together in South Africa and even India, even Pakistan, even Indonesia, abuno kagete torusa ruseti bibinto gete togotumeka. Lakini rende wakili. There's always some challenges. As much as it's progressive, the challenge in Chiroro chinyinge mono. Lakini tutara enda someone each challenge. As it is progressive, igo mbiyere Katiba yenkikerie eretete tokogokera as we mark 15th years. I mean the hits into biro out as a result of the 2010 constitution. Because Britain was telling me Katiba kende, and I'm trying to argue no, as much as the world challenges there must some of the things Katiba as a result of it is
again, Tonda your mentor Okurukunga Brighton. The fact that he's in this station talking ine Katibe yaleta manganaye.
Yes.
Yani ikaranstega yako criticize yako kwa nebintu buna igweta bwate freedom abwato possible ine Katiba. So one of the gains of our constitution yenye twaleta is the Bill of Rights. Yani
yes, you can express yourself.
Yes, obwato possible bwo kwana bunotagete yogotebe opinion yao egine gento Katiba yaletete ekiyamono and
2010
okwanira mangana a Bill of Rights. I was very fortunate in Africa na alego so school yani yugo chako somali chiko na so to mako 2010. We are the first people to achage to soma igoro yeli chiko elilinye lya Kenya. One of the things letete asamangana yo yeli chiki lya Bill of Rights. No apply both vertically and horizontally. Yani ngana boge apply go just serikali na into asentwe.
Yes.
Initially nkware ko gende court ko chikote yabanga oyo somebody has infringed on your rights. Yes, initially, so but nowadays you can go to court and say oyo omuneleli obwana bwana, which was not there before in the past. So the Bill of Rights negin to ekemo a constitution ya te ya kabere negin to konga devolution. County cheito 47 Kenya ngima. It is the Katiba which brought devolution meant resources chirurali chichejense gigaiga. Though into what the challenges there, but devolution negin take ya e Katiba ya kalete ya letete independent institutions. Amangana IBC, amangana Human Rights Commission, amangana IPOA, amangana Salaries and Remuneration Commission. All those independent commissions we know in Kenya, Judicial Service Commission, yes, Katiba ya retete, which are independent. Don't you want natural challenges, but if they were to discharge their mandate as it is supposed to be, then Kenya could be ahead. That is why they say Kenya got to alenge ahead of our time. Ahead of our time. For example, we cannot be talking about police brutality. When IPOA is there to investigate and prosecute these people. That is their work. But now, they are not doing their work. Control of budget, Auditor General, those independent officers, you've seen how they are money, how they are discharging their mandate. Yes. Another thing, Katiba, separation of arms of government. That is the parliament, judiciary, and the executive. Though it is also own challenges. But if they were to discharge their mandate independently, the way discharge, financial management is one of the other things so that twalinga kichiwa chetu chikokora chikotumeka onye ndiri tokubwate bunekoteba anga igotole atambe. Yes.
Kenya ngere paradise of its own. This is what I wanted my colleague to hear.
Yes.
This is what I was trying to let us forget about the violations. Chigocha, to identify the hits. It was through this constitution, the devolutions, like you've mentioned. You mentioned about Bill of Rights. You mentioned about independence of commissions. It is through the Katiba 2010. Then where did the rain begin beating us? If the constitution clearly everything this should happen. In Kyogo, you are not exercising your right of your Bill of Rights. Kenya through demonstrations, kwaba abducted, kwaba tortured, kwaba silenced even. Why is that happening?
One, the most greatest threat to our constitution is corruption. Ufisadi, ubukurumi. Na kikiagerire katiba yaito etali gusuka ochimutwe onetakeire. People, our leaders are working tirelessly to ensure that the constitution is not implemented.
To ensure it's not implemented.
Yes, they are working tirelessly. Koene kinga ekatibeye teliko ikiraniwa unekaneri. Recently, you had the president Katiba corruption in the parliament. Imagine, you know, a Katiba it offers a framework. Yani ekuru koraga na kibintu bigo chikokorwa. Okuru mwelekeo. Umorobilio. Yani yarobelinga ebintu bigo chikoba igana. But now those things we kerana we katoro siegento ekoro acts of parliament to implement okorago kubune katiba yakora yateba. So parliament is supposed to enact laws chikogera ekatiba yaite
esikwe
esikwe no president yamana kubolinga corruption in the parliament, they must be bribed. And you ask yourself, who do you think or a bribe parliament? Maybe your guess is as good as mine. Because the people who want those laws to be there, you know who could want those laws to be there. But now they want laws, chiko baroro, chitaliko, yani todanga laws chiko baroro, kini chitabu atimaino, chiko roma. So corruption. And I'm telling you, our leaders are working tirelessly to ensure our Katiba is not going forward. Look at Parliament. They have failed to enact a law, the call from Parliament. You know, in this Katiba, a member of Parliament, that
is right.
Through a certain process. But do you know you cannot recall a member of Parliament right now?
Can't.
Because of what?
It's almost impossible.
There is no act of Parliament which has been enacted. So that yet a process recall those members of Parliament.
I get you.
So they are protecting themselves. Imbatageti lichikere amangana financial management. Legislature igeta kire okora oversight ngakichiba sigo tumeka. The use of money and spending igere as executive. But now look at the NGCDF, the National Government Constitutions Development Fund. That is an illegal creature. Even the courts have held it like that. But the parliament is working tirelessly day and night to ensure that by control that money, that kitty. Now dishing 100 million in every constituency in Kenya, that is 109 something, but you tell us capitation in the secondary schools, we are going to reduce it because it is huge. Kwamana konyora omujumbe oiru 100 million which could distribute bursaries. In fact, education should be free. Why can't we take these 100 million, put it in the consolidated fund? We have too many funds funding bursaries. Kwanyore governor bwate fund yaye, kwanyore omujumbe bwate fund yaye, kwanyore gusano women rep, senator na barabuna rabata kana barabata gete kiyaye, MCA gabwate. Why can't we bring this money together and have free education in Kenya? But now kwanyara chibeseji echikubagwa nanda bono kwa uno manyire with a political leader.
There's no fairness.
The Katiba did not envision that. In fact, Katiba kotebanga those rights, education is your right. The government should give you education. Basic education is your right. The government should give you that education. Amangana health, it's your right. The government we can shwenga you are right. You get economic rights. One health, like recently it was laughable. Yes, recently. Yeah. You look at somebody coming and say, "Ntu alete gento gekuru kusha, sha eye igeko detect fraud." Kwa mana konyora omuteneneri osha igabwate nyagitari
kirogero nande yakanete
nande ratabwate areas yakanete billions of money and maybe an hospital we've never had in Kenya.
Yeah, the same way naroje wizara ya tenendi chinyagitari get nchiba isago operate na SHA. But the problem is not the hospitals. The problem is the SHA itself.
How leaders are working tirelessly to ensure that our constitution is so those are some of the challenges. Corruption, the leaders, they do not want to implement interference from the executive.
That's another challenge.
That is another challenge. You will find, for example, like the office of the deputy, the office of ODPP, the prosecution office. It's an independent office. But unkonyorole abantu bako ba charged. Bona unakwara abantu bagenda manamano bako ba charged with treason.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And demonstration is, you are right.
Yes.
The Constitution.
Yes. How can you charge someone with treason? Somebody who went to exercise is right.
It's constitutional right.
Yes. So you get to see there is interference from the executive. Executive we swanani no possible which institution chiabekiro ne katiba chitakire we exercise their mind independently.
We're wondering about these independent bodies.
Yes.
We're wondering about corruption being the miss as a Katiba, because everything is corruption, morning, evening, and afternoon.
Yes.
But we have the bodies that is following these things. We have EACC, for example. We have the Office of DPP, we have the NIS, Oh no. Where is the problem? Because corruption, a channel error. Yes, this is there.
That is why I'm telling you, interference of the executive. Now the executive, it interferes with the functions of these bodies. Yes. Like now, EACC. EACC. If you follow keenly, there are some corruption cases which were being prosecuted in the other regime. When we came to this other regime, those cases were dropped. You find that these charges have been dropped. These charges have been dropped because maybe they are politically they are correct and right. They are aligning themselves politically correct, and that is why some people fear talking, because they think if they talk, some trumped up charges can come up and they are taken to court. So you start to see interference of these institutions. And if the institutions were doing their work as it should be, like for example, when people recently, I was sharing with a friend in Komotebinga, some bodies which have been entrusted to protect us and to bring law and order, they have started doing politics. How are they doing politics? They say some elements, some rogue elements, some mandamano demonstrations. But before some mandamano demonstrations, we have bodies who detect and know. Yes. They apprehend these people and they ensure that the mandamano goes peacefully. So that is why I'm saying interference of the executive in the bodies in discharging their mandate. Sorry. Now these bodies will protect the executive who is talking ill. How can we protect the executive? So, when they were supposed to be independent bodies, a creature or as an institution executive. Yeah.
Right. Sana wakili, the advocate of the High Court, asense ya Kenya, Justus Maeche, nerutogwa nerasimambia bono 15 years of Katiba. Toguchinga to agree miaka 15, but still the other misses chire more than the gains. Because what I hear from the word gonga onyantre Katiba ko watu boronge.
Yes.
Ever implemented boronge mneta keire.
Yes.
Kenya, I think we have the best document ever.
Yes.
Kenya neribwata the best document ever. What about interference? Mostly from the executive to parliament, because honestly speaking, parliament here under attack of reason because of passing any bill. So long as executive, they want to just pass it.
Yes.
A result, even the demonstration to our last year, the deadly demonstration, it was as the result of the parliament with a finance bill, Kenya. But wakili, we have separation of powers from the same constitution. Where does separation of power operate? Because clearly power should be separated. If it's executive,
yes.
Na ende kera kwa usene bill parliament, tell lazima parliament write that bill if they sing at the konya mwananchi. Where does separation of power come in?
You know, omanyete again dongere kurukunga institution the capacity to discharge its mandate, and giving it the capacity sometimes it's all about financial resources. For example, the judiciary, there is a fund which the Katiba says should be created for judiciary. A fund here judiciary fund. Independent. Yes? But you realize up to now, and it says a certain percentage yagenda to the judiciary fund. But you realize as at now, I saw that the other time they wanted to create that judiciary fund, but Ruto said that he's going to create, the president said that he's going to create that judiciary fund. But it is not operational. Now they are at the mercies of the executive. You speak well, we give you funds. You speak ill, tunakata pesa. You know, ile situation ya utadu. Now you get like the judiciary, they are at the masses. Now they are weakening the institutions. One of separation of powers, you lose meaning because one it is nikupe.
You scratch my back,
I scratch yours. Like now, the judiciary is seriously underfunded. Seriously underfunded.
Yeah, the CJ speaks all the time.
Yes. Wano kwa mana konyoranga. It is an impediment to separation of powers. Parliament. I saw them crying the recent thing. Mbaliko ya kubesa jire enough. Chiyoko kora their oversight role. The problem is this financial capacity of these institutions. They are struggling. They are begging the executive. Yeah.
They beg what should be given as
by law.
By law.
Yes.
We cover resources to do their duties.
Yes.
But now, we lack political goodwill for our constitution to be fully implemented, because everybody else in Chivuna, I follow it.
Yes.
I read it daily. Yes. I know I think overstep. I think the ordinary Kenyan. I don't think now what the problem negative. What a problem kabisa.
Yes.
It's the political class.
Yes.
The political players.
Very true.
So
Very
then
true.
what?
Then it means that as citizen, we should up our game here, public participation.
Okay.
You know, few people attend these public barazas where, for example, an act of parliament, a bill is being discussed to air views. So mwananchi igago ocha ko react when something has been passed. So citizens now they are more reactionary than being there in the process of participating, public participation. Each one of us should be proactive in ensuring so umwananchi nere na atakere a step up, a voice is opinion. And we have seen what a united nation citizen can do. The finance bill, the finance act, the finance bill fell the other time because mwananchi came together. If we were to unite like that, then we can have anything and everything, and we can dictate how this constitution is being implemented, because it is with the people who enacted this constitution for ourselves. Yes.
Right. It is us, we are the people. Yes. According to Article 1,
yes.
The powers and sovereignty inaenda back to mwananchi. But to me, it's on the document too, but haijawahi ifanyiwa kazi vizuri, because kama mwananchi amekataa hii hatutaki, why do you have to shed blood? When you refer the constitution says the powers, we don't need that finance bill 2024. It should be like that, as simple as that. But kwa nyoranga wikatoa andamane abantu baraswa masasi abantu batigiru chingoma. Why is that working? If we are the people, for the people.
And again, back to the people.
Back to the people.
They are the problem. Because they say the leadership of a certain place is a reflection of the people.
That's how they say.
It's a saying. So it is the people who put this into office. Now wako wabeko office. Ekara wabeko office wacha kuba discipline. But in the long run,
but no, Wakili. You've come as member of parliament.
Yes.
You've come with your manifesto.
Yes.
With your sera.
Yes.
I'll do this.
But Sarah, let us be honest.
Yes, let us be honest.
Can anybody in this country be voted without giving money?
No. Squeezy.
So it is not about Chisera. It's not about the agenda. It is about people who are bribing even the citizens. They are guilty of being bribed.
Yeah, sure.
ogosera na community so onde tayo inze ya Kenya ora akirukuronya taserati it is not about thing neji agenda umuntu atebanga ngugende okora
but now wakili it's okay.
Yes.
Because life is too difficult.
Yes.
The cost of living is very, very high. Just because of the economy and the state of the nation, you understand. But you as a person, you've been voted. What is your sole mandate as a member of parliament? Honestly speaking.
The sole mandate, I will give you two answers. As per the constitution, oversight, executive a legislative, a chiko, a represent yabantu. Three things. But now, that is as per the constitution. But the reality now is, the sole mandate of our elected leaders is to ensure nga jibese chirina sereta na iraniri na ende inyete nengi.
Then we have a long way to go.
Yes, and that is why I say Katiba ya ito nengi ya onya ndirie kubwati kuna yatakeire anga ya nonya na America ko munyoke kurumagera. Yes.
Wakili we are 15 years old. Still we are saying onya ndirie kubwati 15.
Yes.
But 15 onyoro muraborongigo oni atigiri miaka tatu yokabe ababantu. You understand?
Yes.
Iwe miaka ine mengibo.
Yes.
If we were learning something,
yes.
If we were doing try and error,
yes.
It was the first 5 years. But 15 years, Wakili, we need to be serious.
Yes.
The political class needs to be very serious. Kenyans needs to be very serious.
Needs to be serious, yes. Because it is us who put the political class into positions. So we have to be very serious and deliberate and intentional on who we elect.
On who we elect.
Yes.
Good. And another thing, Wakili, Kama Konyara, the same parliament, Nabuba would defend the executive. Executive is not doing fine. Wengine mnatusi rais, mnataka fanya nini? Sijui nini. Are these people working for the executive? They are supposed to work for the people who voted for them.
It is for the people who voted for them. It is for the people voted for them, and that is why I told you, as per the Katiba, this is what is supposed to happen. As per the Katiba, this is what is supposed to happen.
Yes.
But now we go back and ask ourselves, what is happening right now? Is it what the Constitution intended? And we emphatically and we say no. It's not what the Katiba intended. Our leaders should listen to their people and go represent them and make laws which reflect the views of the people. And then they hold the executive accountable on those laws they have enacted which reflect the view of the people. And they hold the executive accountable. If that process
Anyway, talk about this deviance of the court orders.
Yes.
Because Katiba nobody's above the law.
Yes.
Everybody should uphold the rule of law. Even when they are taking oath of office.
Yes. Yes.
That's what they say.
Yes.
Mitafuata katiba ya nchi ya Kenya vile inasema.
Yes.
Then court today rules out yate banga nota keire kokora ABCD. Usegen taking geta keire to arage suspend. Then they go ahead and do as the court said. They do contrary as the court said.
Yes.
Yes. What does that now show us?
That is another challenge we are having. One of the misses we are having about, or one of the threats we are having towards the implementation of our constitution. Yes. The court orders are not being obeyed, and those who are not obeying the court orders are those who are in authority, who are supposed to obey, and sadly the people who are supposed to protect us. Now, what we obey these court orders, and these court orders are issued for good order and protection of mwananchi. But kwa nyoranga na wadali ko these court orders. And you know now it's very sad that the judiciary ere ukwana yatigire executive ya yokaraki ya to implement some of the things, because in as much as the police the enforcement agencies are independent, but they are under the superintendence of the executive. So kwa Nyoranga, if the judiciary is issuing orders which are against the executive, then you see the executive can tell the enforcement agencies do not touch. Yes. Yeah.
Is it out of ignorance, or is it abantu bale ni pao batete ko kinga ni nani? Who is who? Is it ignorance? Is it awasomi katiba kwa sababu?
It is not ignorance.
It's
they
what?
Know. It is people who are full of themselves.
Okay.
It is people who are deciding ekotokole ibintu byetu bunatokolete bunatotagete. And it is people who have that attitude kendenge yo morankolere. So ignorance is not there because they know, because the court has directed them koraiga naiga. So ignorance they abuna bantu ba deciding kendenge yo moratokole.
Okay. Yeah. So now, do we have anything to reckon about this day?
Of course.
Back to what I asked.
Yeah, of course. I've told you there are many things we tunajifunia. And I told you the fact that I am here criticizing and talking about the Constitution is a big win. Devolution is a big win. In as much as she challenges Chiraroro, it is a big win because now resources in Chirase County instead they are concentrated in one area in Nairobi. There are beautiful stories, success stories in several counties about devolution. Like recently I was in Homa Bay. I was looking at how transformation a
very big one.
Yeah, it is a hit. It is a hit. So we cannot say we can proudly say that there are things which are happening thanks to the new constitution, and then we appreciate also their challenges towards implementation, fully implementation of the constitution. Yes.
Hata uwepo wa katiba yenyewe kwamba ni ya mwaka 2010.
Yes.
Hiyo ni hatua
kubwa sana.
Hiyo ni hatua kubwa sana. So ni wale players wa kufanya hiyo katiba isonge mbele ndio wako na shida.
Kabisa.
Top fan na kurukume wiri kiokari otokuwa ni review allow me wakili read some feedback to nyorega kutoka ndirete agote banga as chairperson of Kisii County under United Future Alliance UFA Kenya. I extend my warmest wishes to all my executive team on this special occasion, 15 years since we adopted the 2010 Constitution. Today, we honor a transformative moment in our nation's history, a constitution that gave us hope, rights, and a framework for accountability, inclusion, and good governance. As leaders, let us recommit ourselves to defending its principles and ensuring that its promises are felt by every citizen, especially the youth who are the future of this country. Anasema happy Katiba Day at 15 years of constitutional progress, and the journey continues. Ameongea vizuri sana.
We wish him also a happy Katiba Day.
Yeah, that is very nice. Thank you so much, Umewiri Kiokari, for that. Good morning, mwana minto Sara Ontita na wakili wetu tulikuwa na Kuru City Salams Club agotevanwali mpaka mwele nasema karibu sana wakili Justus Maeche ndani ya studio. Mbia mwana Sara msuluwe susu. Zerafao baga agotevana tulikuwa Nyaisamanga Kitutu Masaba constituency pamoja mpaka mwisho. Asante sana. Jeria Kirubona tulikuwa Bahrain Manama Kingdom anasema wikainka Kisii County. Salimia sana wakili wetu asimambia bona. You can also reach us through 0735 333 000 ototavinga ine nogo kerete katibe ye yo mwaka w'ikirwibira na 10 unatokoye chengerali tukolia lero by then twaboli boli wakili. Let me go search for some feedbacks twaboli ali SPG tungaki lero kito wiki miaka 15 kendengera waroro okogokera ase ekatiba.
Yes.
Toma kanyora chimessage nyingi sana Naro Grace Mbati arata bana ye aoni kitu kwa hii katiba. Mpaka vile tumefika 25 years. Naro the sina cha kufurahia katiba kwa sababu haina uwazi. Na file tinge katiba neti kitamba pakagitabira tatuiga. Ande ndiarenge liworiane wacha sole badai. Anasema iko sababu kama ijapokuwa hawajatimiza matakwa ya katiba. Ayotana katiba yenanya gokerete lakini mbaro batarekera nyokugani we katiba. Yes, but I blame our leaders who are incompetent. Agote banago kerete katiba yense ya Kenya, lakini abarai niko very incompetent and very corrupt. That is why the fruits of devolution are not felt in counties like Nyamira. Thank you. Agote bakusema ukweli, mimi sina sababu ya kufurahia katika katiba kabisa. Sifurahi kwa sababu mwananchi tunaumia sana. Right, asante. Vinga tivirengere tuwabolinga ki karoto chengera litukeli. Na kimo igwete how are your feelings? And what they are they are not happy because our imbalance nini and all that. Karoto gandate waki. Mlomori kibwe message yali kana chena bwata the same opinion. I don't know whether you correct me, whether you add on it. I feel there are some excesses in the constitution.
Excesses as in?
As in, there are some powers, especially chingurunchiro chikwena no uchia say, especially the president. There are some powers the constitution here with it, but ukuli linge chikoba over exercised. And the feeling kwende koru kufanya nini iku.
You know, that is why I was telling you. We have checks and balances and separation of powers. If the executive is exceeding its powers and mandate and role, the parliament is there to check on that. The courts are there to check on that. There are many decisions of the president which have been overturned, executive orders which have been overturned. So all is not lost. If you exercise your powers, yani you exceed your powers, ekerengo. There are bodies which are mandated to check you on that. So the judiciary should step in. Sometimes when you go to court, the judiciary overturns some of those decisions which are far and beyond the powers of the president. The executive, the parliament is there to oversight and see those who have exceeded their mandate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like now, the reason why another couldn't do you, I feel like, remember the other day, President of Banjere, the University of Nyamira. But who has that tender and who is doing that project is KDF. And I'm like, it was through that powers, in the constitution, let me now send these people to do. And when you look at it, kwa umbali sana wakili, you find that KDF, the military, when they're doing something, I don't know whether they're being audited. I don't think so. So when something is not being audited, what does that communicate? You're using your powers to give a body. Audited one of the military projects.
You know, that is a project. That is an executive project. Literally spending military. It is that they have been given that work to do it. But reports will be there. What cannot be audited is those funds which have been allocated to the military, those which have been allocated to the military. But this spending according to the projects from the office of the executive of the president, those projects, that money that is military to make say project yo mwananchi. Yes. Yeah. And two, you know, the president has a role, has work to do, and his work to do is to implement. But in his implementation, sometimes even if he has been given that work to implement, he must operate within the law. He should not operate outside the law. But if the judiciary is if the military are able to deliver some of those projects conclusively, quickly, and we have the desired result we want, me, I don't have a problem. As long as we get that project up and running. But on the other side, it might nabera ali n'abantu bandikigasi baroja kugenda gali banyora gento gake. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Biamono sana mwanchi muligeria tole na wakili gose advocate of the High Court of Kenya, wakili Justus Maeche na Ndegare SG to kwa nregoro ya Katiba at 15 years. There's some hits and there's some misses, there's some challenges, no yote birenga. It's a progressive document. Wisukuri kutua nyorete nkuna kusukiri. Yani bintu bire bijai Katiba the intention osekerengaki Katiba yenekerengekia. But now when it comes to us, the people, when I feel that the same Katiba could have included the punishment for those who doesn't follow it clearly. Because I think I don't feel was any, if we another Brighton, by the way, if we have a very severe punishment from the Katiba itself, no based on the a very severe punishment.
That is why I was telling you, Katiba is a framework. Inatoa mwongozo on how things are to be done. Ekuraga ebintu bikoruga na iga. On how it's now Parliament comes in to enact the laws on how those things are going to be done, so that we don't leave this work to one person. If we were saying a president then it will not be good. Yes. And you know, it is a framework guiding us on how we are going to do things. If imagine all those laws could be written here, those acts of Parliament, it could be bulky. You cannot understand it sometimes. So, and being a progressive document, it build gradually through the acts of Parliament. We enrich it to Yes.
So I think Parliament has the powers.
Yes.
To make this document fully implemented, even the Senate, by camera houses.
Yes.
But do you think we're gonna reach there? Do you see any possibility in Kenya us reaching that point? They're following and implementing what the Constitution there. Is there any possibility? So next year I will call you again at 16.
We should not lose hope.
Yes.
And some of these things, let me tell you, some of these things enough is enough. Even this Katiba is a creation of many struggles of many people who at some point say that enough is enough. Things must change. So at some point, if you push people too much and you're not doing the way things are supposed to be done, there comes a time people say enough is enough. So let us not lose hope. And some of these things happening, maybe God is teaching us a lesson that let us go with our brains. Let us go no bongo bwaitu. Otokochora barai into kunyura emia moja litwaetwe. We are not going to reward people who have we are going to choose our leaders.
And by the way, Wakili, what our people doesn't know, by the way.
Yes.
It is their money. Yes. She stole the project like during the campaign. Yes. I think some frameworks laid down, to bar such politicians from giving out.
It is in the law.
Then why in Yani
it is in the law. That is an election offense. But again, these politicians have set the standard too high in proving that election offense of bribery. To prove it, even a single offense of bribery of even 50 bob shillings, somebody loses his seat.
In other developed countries,
it could happen. But now here, they keep making laws. And the way even at some point I can even blame our judiciary. Sometimes the interpretation they give into some of those laws, they put the standard of proof too high. Sometimes reaching it's akin to impossibility. Yeah.
And by the way, what about corruption? You know, other countries were killing. You are punished. You are a corrupt leader.
Yes.
Also, okay, with enough evidence,
yes.
They act immediately. They act to you immediately.
Yes.
You even don't hold that office because you are not fit.
Yes.
Lakini in Kenya wakili ntogego chikia ntanta ni yake because we are just discussing. We are analyzing what is really happening. Kwanyoranga omonto obwata questionable integrity. Aya omonto otokire ne scandal. Paka kiro mondaro chenge ni ule. But it's being cleansed. It's being cleansed as white as snow, Wakili. Then he's back to office.
Yes.
The other day, you saw what happened with the Deputy Inspector General. You understood what happened. He resigned. He applied for a leave. A leave yake alikuja. In other countries, you're not supposed to even hold office, Wakili. So when will Kenya learn? Because I believe kutoka pale juu, that's where we must have example from.
In fact, in countries where we have good governance, the killing of Ojwang, even if the DIG was not implicated or mentioned in it, in developed countries, even if they are not implicated, the IG, is DIG, or the leadership could have resigned and take responsibility and say, it is our responsibility to ensure that Kenyans are safe. It is so unfortunate that it has happened now in our hands. In that regard, they resign and say that we cannot guarantee protecting Kenyans henceforth because if it is happening in our hands, they should resign. In developed countries, that is what happens.
Well, at least
even if they were involved or not. Yes, because they have failed to be in charge of their people. Yes.
Mjambo, pale studioni Katiba ilitengenezewa wanyonge. Sarah, somebody needs my number here. Akaro kwa Willy from Bumaliba Igonga. Maybe njata kirete batirinda ameuliza. Watabiringi Katiba rosa ili wanta abanyonge. Wale wenye wana mnyonge ana nini? Ana haki. Is it true? Because sasa amefika mahali mpaka ameona Katiba ilitengenezewa tu. Mtu mwenye umefanya kakosa kidogo, Katiba will apply to you. Even the law will apply to you.
Ni mnyonge hajasimama ashike hii katiba aende kotini atoke na haki yake.
Yes.
Mnyonge ako na haki. You can hold this constitution, walk into the court and get out with your justice. Yes, mnyonge ako na haki.
Ako na haki.
Mnyonge hana haki kwa sababu hataki kutafuta haki.
Right.
Yes.
David Opanga, you're calling this phone call. Tafadhali andika ujumbe. Tingo nyara kubwata simu David Opanga. Onye gutuwate simambia bona, just send us your feedback with 0735333000 or you can get igoro ya Katiba Day, Katiba at 15. Now then wakili tuwarajre bono the judiciary na kutasome gazeti was it for the Standard or the Daily Nation? Dwali tuwaraga bono bunge after being criticized by the executive, also the president himself, whatever bukurumimboro. Do you agree with the president's sentiment? Because if you know, so don't generalize. What is your take on that?
It is an open secret that there is corruption all over, be it at the judiciary, be it at the parliament,
even state
be it at the
self.
executive. Corruption everywhere. Yes.
Okay, so na judiciary now wamewacha tofauti zao and the parliament, they want to work together. What does that now communicate? Saa hii sasa wameamua kuacha tofauti zao, wanataka sasa kushirikiana kwa sababu umuraibu nsena atebanga huko rumimbo parliament. What does that even now give us?
Reactionary behaviors, well, they may not be able to give us the desired results, but they can do something. Yes, it can shake the status quo. But naveta to results tutagete because they are reacting in a way to protect themselves. Yes.
All right. Wakili, what is hindering us from implementing what the Katiba says? What is that kuhinda mostly so that we can deal with it? Kama ni moja kwa moja to deal with it moja kwa moja.
The duty bearers who have been in charge to do their work are not doing their work. Bali batakire bakore gasi yumbali bakore gasi yabo. Ne batali bakore gasi yabo because either they are compromised, either they are very bribed, or either they have been interfered with by the other forces. Yes. Only that.
Only that.
Yes. If everybody nakatebire ekero umuntu nakora igasi yawe unatakire gukora wonderful. But those duty bearers are not doing their work.
You know, we have a long way to go for some time. Mpaka Katiba tonye yote kero mondaso me Katiba kwanza. Wale wale mbali batali kusoma. Akumetinga Katiba ngento kieka. Because for sure, for one wakili, it is 15 years. That amuses me. That amuses me. No muntu anjiteli chiko, no muntu kusome Katiba. There are some things that are very open. The Bill of Rights. Omuntu amekuja kuji-express. Yenyaikwa from the previous constitution, from the previous leadership. We even forgot, even the term limit came with the new constitution. That's why the president, 2 terms.
Yes.
The governor the same.
The president, agusabu tamu yemo kwa 1 term. Kwa na kumanyanga
kama kumana ndiye nikakuira
kwa na kumanyanga naenda tamamente and but the limit term limit is 2 terms. But in essence the work on 1 term.
The work on 1 term depending on what he does.
But the limit is 2 terms.
Why are you sounding like you're for 1 term?
No.
What it means. It means a term you montelia airu tigakorigas. Emanye go determine whether it's going for another term.
Yes. But
then that's where we get it wrong.
There is a reason as to why Togo take a break after 5 years and vote in people. There is a reason. And the reason is to check whether these people have been standing true to the constitution. Now I tell people, engake goja motuga iga, somali chiko. Tebi aye ngwa kolete buna tili chiko ligo teba karata chasiko. Aye one time gendaka.
Okay.
Yes.
What is your opinion about the tochibano tokona mangana IBC? Because we now have the IPC.
Yes.
It's operational now.
Yes.
And then by your conduct the pending by-elections around 24, 25 in Kenya.
Yes.
But before they got into office, into our nyoratachi petition, nyoratachi pingamizi, bantumba what question, whatever, nava officer valia, from where you sit, how do you think of them? exercise kenkebe boronge, because it will be a litmus for what will happen in 2027.
Let us give them space. We cannot ento jago tebanga ngamba kunyara tikatoba time. And whatever litmus nile mutuga iga. Let us give them time. Torolenga mbanyare ko kole gasi buna yabeire. Yes.
All right.
We keep praying for them.
We keep tubabika sama. Hivi na mwanako sote mugirango ulikira wata good morning Sarah, salimia sana wakili wetu ndani ya studio. It's been long since we saw him. Oyo iga richinsa mochanya marambe esaka. Agotaba, what is your take on the president not walking the talk? The president seems to be saying one thing and does a different thing and at the same time. Tutafanya hii, but there's nothing that is happening. What is your take? Because things are not moving according to David Namorako South Mogirango.
Yes, again, as I've been saying, the duty bearers are not doing their work. It's like, I will say this verse in the Bible says, all of us have sinned and gone short of the glory of God. Yes.
But the same president, si anaona ni nini inaendelea. You know, it's not something new.
Of course.
You watch TV. You watch us TV.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then why is he giving us a deaf ear?
He's giving.
And at the same time, when he stands in a podium, he says, we are going to work for these Kenyans. Which Kenyans is he working for?
I don't know whether it is few Kenyans. But at the end of the day, we start appreciating now those are the challenges we are having. Yes.
Right. So, nkigata kere koro wakili. So that the Kenya ebe bujake.
Again, back to the people. Again, the power is to the people. We the people. It is the people. Abantu. Nagnati anga ngoja kwa tektori break yake after 5 years 2027 ngoja tektori break yake. Ega toka teki break yake. Watu wacheze kama wao.
Wacheze kama wao.
Yes. They interrogate and examine these leaders to God.
The problem with us Kenyans, we forget so easily.
Yes.
Toka ndaucha ndekeo.
Lakini ninata anga ngoja yeka tu anga enough.
It's enough.
It's enough.
Because Kenyans never learn.
Yes.
Munaambiwa wachana na hii pesa mtu anawapea because whatever from the word gonga.
Yes.
Tago spend a lot of money.
Yes.
Tago spend millions on you to look for votes.
Yes.
Then naenda muganyaba magendelero at the end of the day. Ata concentrate kwanza kurudisha zile.
Yes.
But then we are not saying all leaders are doing the same.
Yes.
There are some leaders who are working tirelessly to see development on their locations.
Yes.
For instance, look at the member for Kiharu, Ndindi Nyoro, Mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro, does a good job. Konyorona bunge bande, they go there for benchmarking. He's doing his role. So, abara ibande baro honestly wakili baro kwa
Yes. 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 So that is why I say it is for the people to look out and see mbara kibaria.
Yeah.
Turachole batokonya. Yes.
Right. Bia mwana sana opanga ali wake simeo tena gaki mwara tumie kiusi kabisa. Opanga, yes, you know it is Katiba Day.
Yes.
Katiba Day is not for our usi. To tutotangale tukoye korokyo mugusi. Katiba Day korokyo mugusi whether we can speak usi totally. Totally mix kwa sababu we are talking to specifically omugusi.
Yes.
But here opanga my brother igoto kwanira ekatiba inki yako ra sense ya.
Mangana na tanyara ukwana sekusi.
Ana magana raro wakile
mwe. Lakini ndio tema sitoko nyara.
Tema sitoko nyara tema ngakitema.
Ndio tema sitoko nyara kubeke kigusi kimi.
It's right. It's all right.
Yes.
But we are giving him reasons geko gara toko kwana. Abantu batulire tubone geta breakfast show. Iko bara abange korba toko kwana ri katiba. Katiba ne yaba Kenya bonsipi.
I know they are my friends.
Yes, what are
who saw this and they are locked in, and they are sending good feedback, although they are losing here and there when we switch. But But all in all, we are trying to accommodate all our viewers.
Yeah. That's okay. Pia mwana sana mpanga, we will try as hard as possible.
Lakini ni maite na igwete gesonge.
Na igwete nto charity abande. But already and being the Katiba day at 16, at 15.
At 15, yes.
That is why togo tema kuburukani kiagera baligiri baituna abangi mbali bali ko Homa Bay ngori and bataibo tambe okoroto kuburukani there is a reason.
Yes.
Sababu nerororo and we are generalizing today is Katiba day. Thank you very much. Naro nando gutuma gotebana kwanya wakili as a studio wana rende kutokwanike usitutumire naye kerengerekia urende. Thank you kwa letter feedback na ntutumire kerengerekia what is your feedback na kia you wete Katiba nogo kereta bokore bwaya na ndenkioro chekere getakere gokoru egere Katiba itebwati kuburunge because kolengana wakili agote atebire opinion yaye nga Katiba teraba implemented burunge ekiagera the key players especially by the politicians, leaders of all caliber baranyebwati burungi. Okay, nabayebwati kwikera seketega yabunwa maguru. For instance, wakili ikibebunekya Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Ngukora bali gasia, but to me, if you ask me, na wakore gasia wabu yega pati mbabwati maino. I think Katiba ingewapea nguvu ya kuprosecute hata wao wenyewe. Because we see so many cases wakili. The other day to Arucho Governor Okiambu. Wakamanyora nechi wesa chinyinge. Where did that even case go to? Wakili. Parabaereli. You know they're doing their work very tirelessly. They follow up somebody.
But no, it doesn't mean that they get out of the case. They are there. They are the witnesses.
But I feel
they give the evidence.
Sorry.
But the work of prosecution is solely, and it is the Katiba which said it's under the DPP. But thinking it doesn't mean about Barua Sekina. You know, it is like saying Umusagarika Wadro Montaga and I go prosecute a Kina court. Which was used to be there initially. Almost prosecute a kina court, prosecute. But one is changed now wakili about prosecuting Evina. So them they are in an investigating agency. Yes. We prepare evidence and we present the evidence through the prosecutor. Yes.
Then if there's any which we have vitally enough, the big case have been dropped, like we said earlier. And there was an uproar by the way.
That is why I was telling you, it is political
goodwill.
Political goodwill. Kwanyora regime lebi na bya bekiro regime yajigoja ebina biri byakaraki byaba withdrawn. That is where the challenge is. Yes.
Now from where you sit, going forward, what next? For a proper and sober Kenya, in terms of following the law, because wakili tetubatirichiko ichikondi banga igolere for specific persons.
The way we enacted this Katiba into twensi twarostirichikeli togaliakerekura twensi. It is the same way to kuvuka. Or say it is the same way to kolengere to deciding. Let us change and have a leadership that could reflect our mind, that could reflect our views. Only that, yes.
Right. That is it. That's a good statement from you, wakili.
Yes.
Evalini Morakoro, Evalini Bikorokoro wa Mountain View, Nairobi, otumira ujumbe tabira kwa kwanya maiga mange kikima kulinda watenga wakili nga yoro chikenye ko rwandika ito which where are we as a country. Akara gobeka Katiba no ereime, economy no ereime, politics no ereime, like hizo vitu anasema where are we as a country? Are we headed to the right direction? Wasema nali tole in the midst.
Ebintu nebikong. Lakini rende nyasaye naro.
Nebyo.
Lakini nyasaye naro. And engakikera ike mbikororwe.
Right. Karuturangi uchukura wakili chapter 6 natabata about integrity and leadership. Naenda karoko some chapter you uko eresiriringa baraipa nete basikane you know baraimba gwanirete basikane bayana nesiko babe tolerant to each other, but when you look at it onekorikana stokorigere dinonye news yeto baretera kureta ya TV kwanyoranga baraiba kwiranirani the language they use, even when we have the NCIC when etako korigere chi speech chiabantu. But the speeches are, the leaders don't care nowadays. They don't care what they say, what they utter. Yes.
I think chapter 6 is also one of the chapters in the constitution that are implemented. If we could also implement it the way then we could have good leaders in office. Now let us present them to the people. So there is a reason as to why you sign that form. Integrity, there is a reason as to why a form to those agencies but now you realize they rarely even look at those forms. Like let's say chapter 6 requirements.
Sorry.
Like a form to sign area, is it the EACC? There is that form you sign when you go for interviews and they tell you sign it. Do they go and return the feedback?
I've never seen.
Yes. So some of the things we are doing just for the sake, so that every formality, but in the real sense, we are not implementing the way it's supposed to be implemented. So that is also a challenge. If we were to implement that chapter well, to the next level, then we could have sober leaders who are able to talk with each other. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Wakila another thing, Karora and the general issues. So what according to the constitution, Katiba in Kenya. The other day, to Karora, when the devolution conference, was it the devolution conference? Madaraka Day, when it was in Homa Bay County. The devolution by then,
it was there.
Homa Bay County. Raila Odinga to Karora Tabanga, the victims of the post demonstrations is sharing last year and even this year on June were compensated. But up to, is that now justice? Compensation, is that justice? Is that a style of justice? Because I believe everybody up to now they disappeared just a year ago. Those but mawakili nobody what even bills in the hospitals. We have the list, more than so many Kenyans died. So when we say compensation, is it anywhere in the constitution compensation? It stated here the real justice, the culprits were on the book, even were convicted. We haven't seen like that. And again, the president goes ahead to form a committee, an agency, compensate. Baka president we karansa yali Rex Masai ule ni mamaka anaongea kwa TV mtoto wake alikufa. Then which criteria utokora compensate ya balendo roche baravuga Ojuang family roche? Is it a must to establish again an entity which ko register yo wakana banda?
The wrongs done to mwananchi by the government, compensating against those wrongs is not bad. And it's part of justice, but it could not be the enough justice we want, but it's part of justice.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a process here, how is the process? How are we doing it?
Yeah.
Have we identified these people? Have we identified who wronged them?
Yes.
Have we prosecuted these people in the court of law? So, in as much as we are rushing to compensate these people, we should also be ensuring that these people who committed these wrongs are being prosecuted in court. And we see so the compensation in itself is not bad, but the process and the way it is going to be done so that they ever insulated against people who may take advantage, victim, some individuals but are withdraw money from the government.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And when is justice now justice? Karomondo wisa negonya kwalenga grieved no yolenga the oyogera to gaitera that. When is just called justice? Montaisa nekebona teben at least I can rest.
Sometimes justice can be as simple as knowing who did it. Sometimes, you know, there are people like sometimes resting assured and what he did
is this and what for.
Sometimes so justice is a very big term which cannot be pointing at this is justice. So justice can take in many shapes and in many forms. But the thing is, are you always seek justice? Is your heart, has it been satisfied? There are people who will be compensated from this fund who genuinely were affected and are compensated, and they are like, I feel like but then for me justice is that if we want to correct a wrong, we must know who caused the wrong, why, and we also give a punishment to this person who caused the wrong, and then we compensate the victim. Okay. Yes.
Before we sign out, Kili, as it stands right now, we see a lot of politics happening around the country than even development. The other day, I saw you even speak. It's high time. I saw you speak together with the Wakili Hilary Ongoritom, with the Wakili Boyani. Buyaki, I'm sorry. Do you think in a politics and then with an immigrant will say I really bagari and with an immigrant because people now are focusing even 2027 before even Matuka Tarakira.
Politics is also important in our life because it is through politics we get to get our leaders. And if we choose our leaders well, then it means but if we miss it, then it means we are going to suffer. So politics is also important. Politics so at the right time yes.
But you get amused. Politics here based on Gachagua issue. You know, Gachagua is in the country, is doing his things, and people forgetting Gachagua will end development.
Yes.
Will end development. He's not responsible for end development. But when you're at the government, is taking a lot of time answering him. That's even to be a yakare gokora. When you it doesn't bother us, but at the same time you are replying to him, to his are you not afraid of that person? And instead, are you not wasting time replying to things the same energy to development?
Now imagine we had all Kenyans voicing their voices the way Gachagua does. Imagine, just imagine. Who will they be responding to?
I don't know.
Then it means if all of us we could participate the way we are supposed to participate, then we can change the narrative. And then to somebody like Gachagua, he has filled the opposition role. Now that the official opposition leaders joined the government, he has taken up the role. And opposition side in any government is important. Yagera abantu mbakoranga bono omuntu bwatirite ng'ombe bono tigatokame. So kwanyara ng'omuntu nara okora turubania. It is for the benefit of the people. We have a leader who is in opposition. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Karoto wachi deka chinsi ni nitukule. Ndocho some person here sijui kama ni senator ameandika ama ni mtu ametumia jina lake. Adanga Richard Onyonka governor. Watching live from City Center. I don't know whether it's him or it's somebody else using his name. Anyway, mbia mana soko tobate sema mbia mana Joseph Mogaka na gote Banyaisamanga gote kwakire bya kabisa. Abumba libago tobate gwetera sema ya Facebook page. Aliswa bold about Katiba Day to kwandira na wakile Justus Maeche, who's the advocate of the High Court of Kenya and at the same time Secretary General ya LSK South Nyanza. Is it South Nyanza or Southwest? Southwest, yes. Nere megega ase imambi ya bono. Narode Gilid Soro anasema sina cha kufurahia katiba kwa sababu katiba imetuletea shida mingi. People are using powers on it to undermine others. Ne bintu biri wakili hata kuna watu wengine wanaenda kinyume tu kwa sababu utadu, yani imefika ni vitu za utadu nini aina roto huko anasema mbia wana kwa ndo wakili ameoutline vizuri. Amesema the agenda ya katiba ni ku-streamline, kuweka vitu kwa mpangilio vile inapaswa kukua. Lakini waona abantu we back and forth and back also kokole bintu kuna itatakeire. Mwachumulire mbia mono asibali mwatutumire chijume na ndege ndira gutuma. We only have around 5 minutes, then we call it a day. Wakindo janja kuligere liensa. He has a lot of business to do out there. Kulende ochire ase a student. And by the way, wakwane wakili baito basani baito Wilkins Ochoki okamara mama iga mange okarara Zelma bonoke mama iga mange Hilary Ogoritom George Mo mama iga mange kabisa omalita all of them mama iga mange kiagera kotokonya muri sana when it comes to egento getagito bongaini bwilichiko kiagera lichiko you can interpret it whatever the way otagete nyore kwibikire
amen
asa ko advice kyo kwa abantu baito litukiriria rero inki orabae ngosemerikyo ko ba going forward and from where you sit, any general advice as we mark the 15th year anniversary of the constitution?
What I'll say is that our Katiba at 15 enyendiria lengo monto kotoko tebanga bono yabire a teenager. Now it's a teenager.
A teenager, yes.
A very transformative teenager, very energetic, who has challenged the authorities, shaken the authorities. But it has also struggled with the discipline in implementation. Naende yanyolenga the duty bearers are not respecting it. Ebintu twanyore kuri Katiba go bire binge. But rende na Mrs. Sinjiro chigo to reminding the constitution is as strong as the people and the leaders who defend it. Katiba gera twale chinguru ekero omwana inchi na baraye tete bose barayirende.
Yes.
So igongote y'abantu baminto, let us defend the constitution. Igongote y'awa leaders, let us defend our constitution. The duty bearers, do your work.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That is very powerful from a learned friend of mine. Justus Maeche, let us defend this constitution.
Yes.
When you take oath of office, even from the president, the governor, whoever, even nominated MCAs, they say they will defend and uphold what? The law, the rule of law.
Yes.
Na wafanikishe kulingana yale matarajio ya katiba.
Yes.
So let us live and talk and walk the talk na liye ense ya Kenya because it's not good. It's not always good when you say something that you don't mean. That is very, very unfortunate. Gawani katiba ense ya Kenya, wakili George Makora atabanga yenge kiunga. ebwate everything ebwate kirigento soma na katiba kwa manyo bosibole bwa asubugete kwa manyo bwana bwa asubugete na eto ukoro waliyo kaliyo kekero montao koleke kwa nyaga bako komate no abu you are doing wrong because of this and this akinto soko baigo montao koleke you don't know how to defend the constitution abeko bako you constitution tuli gutigera leaders book tuli gutigera elected leaders book tuli gutigera aba wakili boka kana basometa lichi kuno bamete katiba no na no what the responsibility a mandate no mo Kenya responsible or a patriotic Kenyan osome katiba yao egere omanyanga inki owenete gukora asegeta gwikiga it's a very best document na rota Brighton onyandirie kubwatu gwikirano buna ewenerete that is the stand from wakili ukipata wakili George Mo atasema hivi ukipata Wilton Sochok atasema hivi let us defend the constitution. Thank you so much wakili.
Thank you so much, it was nice. It was nice meeting you.
Very impressive and very educative. Wachimulete tukolera abo asabona simambia bono kwa niaba ya mzee wa kazi Brighton Makori uyosuka kidogo eraka napinga katiba pana lakini rende I know wherever he is no dikira ndaviringa kumbe you are a learned friend of your friend there kazi safi. Thank you very much Frank Manyigwane rulinga si camera Joshua Auta kwa sensemo ya transmission nchenenge ntingana ita breakfast show karotolina wakili bane ngobe learned friend so thank you so much my learned friend.
Thank you.
Bangera mange nayo machumuri thank you so much asubutumira chujumbe mahali tumekukwaza tafadhali tusamehe mahali tumesema vizuri tafadhali shikilia. Nareta TV ubarabuba gusi katiba at 15 ya sawa hiyo.
Yamona.
Etaya TV Oburabu Wagusi.